early years, Winnie could visit her husband only every 6 months. For 20 years, they were allowed no bodily contact. Nelson wrote, "Your love and support is what life and happiness mean to me." Conditions on Robben Island did not break Mandela. As the next battlefield for Nelson's spirit, the government chose the most vulnerable part of him, his wife and family. They hoped to break Nelson by breaking Winnie. Left alone in their house in Soweto, soon not able even to earn a living, Winnie had to endure slanders that it was she who had betrayed her husband to the police. Rumors were put out that she was unfaithful. There were even assassination attempts. The frail wall around the house in Soweto is a symbol of the permanent state of siege endured by the Mandela family.
This wall is my little Berlin Wall, which was built by several friends as a form of protection, even though really we know that if they want to do whatever they want to do, they can still do it. We had several attempts. There had been several attempts on my life, and friends felt that perhaps this wall could help.
Hardest of all for Winnie were the attacks on her through the children. For black children, education has never been a right, but a coveted privilege.
We were very young then, and my mother tried getting us into schools in Soweto. And the black principals then were very scared of police harassment. They were afraid to take us because one or two had already experienced, harassment from the security police for having us there. Then we had to use, we changed our surnames, and my mother took us to, a colored school in town. And there as well, the security police caught up with us and, had us kicked out of that school. And this went on and on in about 6 or 7 schools here in South Africa, in town, where we were just chucked out. We wouldn't even spend a month, we'd be kicked out, until such time that some friends of my mother's heard about our plight, and then they offered to have us educated in Swaziland.
The children were away at boarding school in a neighboring country, only coming home for vacations.
The security branch always arrested me the day my children were on the way back home. They never found me at home. I was never there as a mother to shape them. I was never there as a mother to hold my little girls' hands, take them to school and introduce them to their teachers, as is the glory of every mother. When your children are starting school, each mother looks forward so much to that day when her little girl is taken to school. I've never entered any of the schools which have been attended by my children. My banning order prevents me from entering educational premises.
Under South Africa's peculiar punishment of banning, one's own home may be turned into a prison. Banning restricts most forms of human contact, including work and even religion. Knowing that the attacks on Mandela's family must have a devastating effect on him, the ANC asked Winnie to take the girls and go into exile. An old friend, Paul Joseph, carried the message to her.
And Winnie flatly refused to leave the country. She said her place was in the country, her place was in South Africa, and as long as the people were in prison, she could see no reason why she had to leave.